Okay, so
Okay.
let me just welcome everyone before you start going again, Liz. Okay. Welcome everyone, EC Head Consulting Notary Nuggets. We are here with Miss Author Jordan. Okay, she will be presenting for us today, and it's pronounced Jordan, but you see how it's spelled. Awesome. She is a Black American female writer. She's the author of 8 books, owns a writing and publishing company named Made for This. She handles writing needs for clients, writing an entire book, poems, songs, editing, all written work, etc. Jordan, thank you for being here today. And Liz, what were you about to say? I'm sorry.
I was going to say this Zoom is amazing because you and I are here in Texas, but Jordan's in LA. And Ruby, where are you right now?
So right now I'm at Georgia Southern, so down in Statesboro.
So you're in Georgia.
I am, yes.
Look at that. Look at that. From one end of the country to the other.
That's right.
From east to west.
And, yes, look, and Texas is caught right here in the middle.
Here we are. So Jordan, we're just gonna start right away. You know, it's just a little group right now, but people come in and out, and it also gets posted on YouTube. So tell us about the services you have to offer.
Okay, I own a writing company named Made for This. We offer ghostwriting, editing. Sometimes people will say, hey, I got this book written, it just needs a good finishing touch. So I'll come in and add a chapter or two, a few paragraphs. I pretty much handle all writing needs. As far as ghostwriting, everybody wants to know, well, how does that work? So the way that works is generally I feel that everybody has a book inside of them, but not everyone has the time to sit down, write it, all of that good stuff. So that's where I come in. I'm the ghostwriter. And how the process of that is, people tell me what they want in the book. Hey, I want the main character to be 5'7". I want his favorite color to be blue, whatever. He needed to have gone to school at Southern and Shreveport, but I wanted him to drop out. They give me all the details that they know for sure that they want. They give me a little creative, artistic license for me to add in my own jazz. And I write it with everything that they said they wanted. And I come in and I make it flow, put it in book format, however they want it, whether they want it as a journal, they want it as a novel, they want it to read as a memoir, however they want it. Once I finish, I email it to them. And then at that point, it's kind of like they become my editor. They read what I wrote. Jordan, I said I want her to be 5'6", and you made her 6'2", whatever. They come in and it's like they're my editor. So then they and we go back and forth until we got it right. That's how we do it. And if they want to publish through me, that's perfectly fine. I own a publishing company. Made for This is also a publishing company where I use Amazon as the distributor, but I come in and I provide the ISBN, the barcode, marketing, things like that. And if they use me for publishing, I try to make sure all my authors have their own freedom, because that was my biggest thing when I became an author. I didn't want nobody roboting me, telling me it had to be like that. So, hey, if you have your own graphic design artist who can design your book cover, great, use them. I'm not here to kick them out. If you don't, that's fine. I have a graphic design artist on my team. His name is Sammy. He lives in Nigeria, so our times never kind of meet in the middle, but he answers emails as soon as he wakes up, and we go from there. We're a team.
Okay, cool.
And I also have, I write everything except sci-fi, paranormal. I can't do it. I did it one time and my brain literally hurt. I could feel my brain cells squeezing. And I said, never again. So I have a lady on my team named Shaniqua Hill. She writes her own paranormal sci-fi books. You can find her on Amazon. And she agreed to be part of my team. So when people come to me, hey, I got this paranormal I want to write. Not me, baby. Holla at Shaniqua. Not me, baby. And I also have an editor, T. Denise Black, who, if my load gets a little too heavy, she comes right on in and she'll edit the books. So yes, ma'am, we have a great team.
Okay. Is it time for questions? Well, I say yes. So do you write blogs? Do you do blogs for companies?
Oh, I definitely could. I don't right now, but
okay.
I definitely could.
Okay. I thought I saw that in your bio that you do blog. I saw that somewhere.
Oh, I write my own personal.
Gotcha. You got
Yes,
blogs.
ma'am.
Gotcha.
But I'm
Okay.
definitely open to, hey, if that's what somebody needs, I'm a writer. Give me a pen
Okay.
and I'm a beast with it, whatever they need.
So if someone was to say, yeah, I want your services to like help me write a book, how long does the back and forth take? I guess that depends on the person. So how long do you say the process normally takes?
Yes, ma'am. It definitely depends on the person because a lot of times this is normal. They give me what they think is everything they want in the book. And then once they get it, oh, I forgot to tell you, that she grew up on the east side. Oh, I forgot to tell you this, that, and the other. So I would say 80% really does depend on the client giving me all the information, giving me everything that's pertinent and important. And so once it's in my hands, once I get to the book, it generally takes me 2 months to write it, edit it, review it. But I do write books in order of clients received though.
Mhm.
So you can, this is March. So you can holler at me in March, but it's very possible that you won't get your book until January.
Mhm.
I go in order of the clients received.
Okay.
And
So
also,
if we do, if you said this is March, depending
Mhm.
on, so it could be January 2022 before you get your book.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It
Okay.
depends on how many people are ahead of that person. It also depends on are they finished paying off their books, because I accept monthly payment plans of $100. So let's say if your package costs $800, and even though I'm finished, but you have $200 left,
Of
of
course.
course they're not going to receive that book before they've paid it off. So that's also a deciding factor on when you receive your book.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you do like ebooks?
That was my question. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Because I use Amazon as the distributor. Yes, ma'am. Ebooks and paperbacks.
Okay, so you said because I use Amazon as a distributor. Now, what does that actually mean?
That means I do not have a huge printer in my home. I am not the printer. I'm not the
Gotcha.
distributor. I don't mail it out. So what I do is I get all the information to Amazon, and
Mhm.
they bind the book. They bind is what
Gotcha.
I'm saying. They bind the book. They print it and they distribute.
And then, yeah, so then that means anyone who wants to buy that book would buy it off Amazon.
Yes, ma'am. But I also encourage all of my clients to have their own websites so that they can sell their own books,
That's
autographed, and send it out.
that's what I was going to ask you about, if I could sell books on my website, because it's going to be on Amazon, because Amazon is the one who's going to bind them.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have my own supply. I would order my supply from Amazon.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, when I order my supply from Amazon, obviously I'm not paying the sales price.
Oh, no,
But
ma'am.
Amazon, okay, gotcha. Okay.
No,
Okay.
ma'am. Amazon charges like pennies per page. For example, my latest book, which is about, I would say 250 pages, it cost me about $3 to buy.
Okay.
It's very inexpensive.
All right. Let me tell you. So is it time to tell you what I want?
Wait, I have one. Wait, before you go into that, because it sounds like it's gonna be long. I have just one question. Okay, so what if you only wanted to do an ebook? Like you weren't interested in doing any, like having any physical books that you have to have in your home.
True.
You could help with that as well. And then how does that process work?
Yes, ma'am, I could. There are two things you can do. If you want to just email it out to people, I mean, technically there will be an ebook
Okay.
because that's how you get the book from me. The finished product is an email. So if that's how you want to do it, hey, cash out me $10, I'll email it to you. That's fine. Also, I know for a fact the website Wix, WIX, it allows you to upload PDF documents, and you can sell your ebook from your Wix website like that.
Okay.
And that's exactly what I want to do. And I do have Wix.
Oh, well, that's perfect. Yes, you need it. I love Wix. And that's how you can sell your ebook. Like if you don't want to go through Amazon, because I have a lot of people who don't. They just don't.
Right.
They want to keep 100%, of the profit. So upload it to Wix and charge whatever you charge. And as soon as they pay, Wix automatically sends them the download link to the book.
Now, Tamika, was that it?
Yes, my wheels are spinning, but go ahead.
Is that something that you would take a look at? And
I
then
sure will.
you would take a look at it, and then you would tell me what your thoughts were and what it would cost me to do it and the time that it would take, all of that good stuff.
Yes, ma'am. And there's also a contract to protect your work. And
Okay.
so I can't run off with it like, hey, I've never heard of Liz in my life. This is mine.
This,
Yes, ma'am.
I know you're right. I know you're right. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
It's,
ma'am.
it's all legal. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I got one other thing that somebody else is working on for me. But she'll just do that. But this particular thing, again, because we're mobile notaries and we do loan signings, and well, we train other notaries to do this work. Well, I have it's basically a script for about 150 documents that we use. And I have put that in a spreadsheet type of format. And she's working on organizing it in some way to make it pretty, so that I could also publish that. She's not a publisher though. She's just, she's a, what do you call it? She does that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I can't, my mind just went blank. But anyway, that might be something that I would want to publish as well. And it's just a 7-page list, but I'm looking for some way to make it pretty, without distorting the information, because it is a lot of information, but it's very valuable information. But I'm just not sure how to format it to make, how things have to be aesthetically pleasing for someone to want to buy it.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I know I need for this list, because something has got to draw their attention to make them want to say, oh, I'm going to open Liz's document script, book or list or whatever. What you think?
That was a whole lot. That was Jordan, you got all that? Because
I got it all
okay.
from A to Z, and it's definitely possible. And I'm your girl for it.
I know you are.
Okay, were you done, Liz?
For now.
Okay, so for the ebook, I was thinking of something like 10 pages. I own a Pretty and Branding, which is a social media and graphic design company. So I was thinking of putting something together to help with my small business people, teaching them how to market their business, how to, work social media, all that. So how long and how much you think would something like that? It's real simple, 10 pages, not too big. How long and how much do you think that would be?
So the price depends on, I charge by word count.
Okay.
So you're saying 10 pages. I'm just going to assume we're probably at 500 words, probably. And so it's already written, but you just want me to edit it and polish it and smooth it out.
Well, it's not written yet. This is just in my head, but yes.
But mine is written out already. You just gotta polish it.
Okay. Well, Mr. Meek, I am bringing up my price list because I want to give you accurate. Okay. So one moment, please, while I do that. And this is me assuming we're talking 500 words. Okay. Because that's generally what 10 pages is.
Oh, mine will be a lot.
You said 150 pages, right?
I said 150, but no, that was for the loan document list. The document it's probably about 150 documents, but the words, there's many words to describe the documents.
I got you. Okay, Miss Tamika, assuming that is no more than 500 words, that'll be $200. And like I said, I do accept payment plans of $100, so they can be 2 payments of $100.
Okay. And that would include you putting it on Amazon if I chose to go that route, putting on Amazon, all that, making it legit and all that.
Yes, ma'am. It
Okay.
would. And if you decided to publish through me, that's an extra $250.
Okay.
So me writing it and editing it and making sure it looks good and all that, that's the 200. And if you decide to publish through me, you need an ISBN and a barcode through me, that's an additional 250.
Now explain the need for publishing. Like, why would I not do that? Because you said if I chose to do that. So why would I not?
Well, number one, you may decide to not publish through me. You may decide to publish through someone else.
Ain't going
Second of
nowhere
all,
else.
okay. And there's also something called self-publishing, which is 100% free through Amazon. Only thing is, when you self-publish through Amazon, when you allow them to give you an ISBN number, when you allow them to give you a barcode, they own it. So
Okay.
yeah, your hand can be tied in a lot of situations. I had a situation where I was actually on a talk show televised in about 15 states. And at the time I was self-published because I didn't know the importance of having an ISBN number and barcode separate from Amazon. So anyway, I was on this show. I was so excited, great marketing and all that stuff, and it never aired. And I hit the lady up and I said, "Hey, what happened to the episode?" And she said that Amazon said that it was copyright infringement because that's
Wow.
they own it. They own those books. So ever since then, I was like, "Oh no, ma'am,
Never again.
never again." So that's when I opened up a publishing company. It's a legit publishing company registered in Louisiana. And that's what I've been doing ever since, making sure I have my ISBN number and my own barcode through a publishing company, because you can actually you can buy an ISBN and barcode from someone off the streets. I've known people to do that, but a lot of times it still ties your hands. Also, if it's self-published, you are guaranteed to never make it into a brick and mortar. You're guaranteed for Barnes and Noble to never pick it up. Books and Millions never pick it up. So I've known people to buy it off of people on the streets because they'll sell it for like $30 or something like that. But because that ISBN number and barcode is registered in Chris Smith's name, Barnes and Noble and Books a Million, they're still like, who is Chris Smith? No. So my publishing company is actually registered with the state of Louisiana as an all things book company.
Gotcha.
So when if you do the ISBN and the barcode, does that still belong to me or does that belong to you?
It technically belongs to me. That's why I put in the contract that it belongs to you, because in the nicest way possible, I don't want nothing to do with your book after I'm done. I don't want to have to keep up with royalties. I don't want to have to keep up with nothing. So that's why in the contract, it is clear as day, you own it. It is not mine. I have nothing to do with it. I don't collect royalties or anything like that off of it. It's yours. You can do whatever you want. You want to turn it to a movie, it's yours. You want to be on someone's talk show, you have my permission, it's yours.
Now, what happens if, and I'm hopping back to my document script list now. How would we, let's say that in the mortgage industry, things change. Yeah. So I need, what happened to, what's her name? Your friend.
It's Ruby. No.
My friend?
Yeah. No, Jordan's friend. Wasn't she your friend, Jordan?
Oh, what was her name?
Okay, obviously not. She don't know her name.
Who was that?
Okay. Ruby. But when we, because the mortgage industry changes so much, oftentimes I have to add documents, delete documents, and that would create an update situation, correct? Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am, it would.
So when I needed an update, and I probably do an update 3-4 times a year though, mm-hmm. How would we work that? Would that be a separate contract, or would that you just say, here's the bill for the update?
It would be a contract and a bill.
Okay. I ain't mad at you about the bill. You see, I was so excited just waiting for this, so I got so much stuff that I don't have time to get to it, but I know it's information that I know that it's good information. I know that it's information that people can use, and I want them to benefit from it. But I don't want to necessarily, I give away a lot of free stuff as it is, but some things I just can't give away for free.
No, ma'am, you can't. And I was going to ask you that, but you just kept going and talking. I said, oh, she must. Okay.
I forgot we were being recorded.
But my number, you can always call me 318-406-2249. I will repeat it. 318-406-2249. You can always call me. We can have a real in-depth conversation, just you and I.
You think I'm old? I got that the first time. I got that number the first time.
No, I don't think you are. I know I didn't give you no preparation. That's all there was. I just started throwing out numbers.
I got that number. And I also like, I got your phone number and I'm so happy about that. But I do like Zoom. I like to see people. And since, you know, it's so hard for any of us to do face-to-face anymore, in person. But so Zoom for me is the next best thing. I like to see people that I'm old school. So I like to see people that I'm talking to.
Okay, I understand. And seeing I'm new school, everything is very impersonal. Send me an email, send me a text.
I know this way. But I believe you're flexible enough to work with old people.
Oh, very. You're not old, but when I get an old person, I'll tell you how it went.
Oh. Okay, Jordan. I want to explore doing this. So tell me, what's the next step? Like for me to send you my adaptation of Who Moved My Cheese. You can take a look at it and tell me, Liz, this is some shit.
Oh, Jesus.
I forgot again.
Miss Liz, you want to talk after the Zoom?
Yeah.
Well, you can go ahead and tell her what would be the next step, so that way because I think I can manage to salvage that part of the video, and so then the other people that are watching will know what the next step would be.
So what you do is you let me know your goal, the message you want to convey, things like that. Then you send it to me, after the contract, after the payment, you send it to me and we work together. If I have a million questions, I promise you're going to get it. All of my clients will tell you, God, dog, I woke up and had 35 emails from Jordan. You sure did.
Okay.
And I want to make sure I got it right. So there can be a lot of back and forth depending on the subject matter and all of that. You'll be hearing from me. And I'm a night owl because I'm a writer. I don't know if you know that about writers, but we don't even become alive until the sun goes down. So generally, it's always people woke up to me. They woke up to my texts. They woke up to my emails. And then we'll discuss a time during the day. All right, we really need to talk about this. So, how's 5 p.m. your time or something like that. We go back and forth.
5:30 a.m. is my best time. But let me see, you said you want to know my goals, the message, and then you will send the contract, and then I will send you my material. But how are you going to do the contract if you do not have, sorry about that, I forgot to turn my phone off. If you do not have my material to see,
it's goes by word count.
But you won't have the word count.
You do. You have it.
Oh, that's true.
Where is it? Do you have it like in Microsoft Word, Canvas?
It's in Word.
Oh yeah, bottom of the screen on your left
Girl,
side.
I know that. I forgot. I lost my mind.
Yep, that's how it's in the contract. You're gonna tell me.
Yeah, it's gonna be about 2,000 words.
Okay, great.
At least. That's great for you, not so much for me.
Well, I've read books that probably had, let's say, 800 words, and it had the wisdom of an encyclopedia. If you get your message out and you get the point across, it's actually all about quality and not quantity.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of clients who they are married to a page number. I need 150 pages, or no, you don't. You need to make your point. That's what you need. Whether you make your point in 10 pages, or if we need to take it up to 5,000 pages, whatever. Get the point across. Can the readers understand what you're talking about? It's quantity. It's not quantity, it's quality.
Okay, speaking of that, when we talk about, I'm not so much concerned about page count, the number of pages. However, with this, I know you're familiar with Who Moved My Cheese, the book
No, ma'am.
Who Moved My Cheese.
That's
No,
old
ma'am.
school.
You're not?
No,
Oh.
ma'am.
Old school.
Well, anyway, it's a managerial type book, but it's an easy read kind of book, and it's kind of funny. Parts of it's kind of funny, and it's just like, I don't want a whole bunch of stuff on one page. I want it to be quick, quick read, like short paragraphs on paragraphs on a page or something like that. Is my thinking, but that's the thing that you work on, right? As the writer or whatever, you write, you figure out the best way to place the information on the pages. Is that what, am I understanding that correctly?
I definitely have my thoughts and ideas, but you are the captain of the ship. I do what you tell me to do. So I will share with you. Well, you know what, Miss Liz, I think it'll look better if, but at the end of the day, you have the ultimate say.
Okay. Now, would I also be able to, what do you think about, because in this book, I also have pictures. We could do that too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
and this one that you're talking about, you don't want that one on Amazon. You want that on your Wix website?
correct.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, perfect. We can do it. We can do pictures.
Good. Okay. All right.
Now, why did you ask that? Does it matter if it was on Amazon or Wix about pictures?
What I was going to say is if she wanted it in paperback form and the pictures have color, it just costs more to buy your own book.
Okay.
I like black and white.
But everybody doesn't though. You know, sometimes you need to offer both, because some people, they're not even going to pick it up if it's black and white. Well, where's the red? Where's the yellow?
I want my cover. I want my cover.
Are you about to show something you don't want to be on YouTube?
No.
Okay, thank you, because you're making me work harder.
but this is the brochure. Is that straight? This is the brochure.
It's straight enough.
And these are my colors. And it's also the colors of my website. So anything that I publish, I want that cover. Those colors on my cover, but it doesn't have to necessarily be in that format. And that I would want, the cover I would want in color, but some of the pictures, if I put, and there won't be a lot of pictures, but I would want that probably just black and white.
Okay. We can definitely make it happen.
Okay. Sounds like we got something. I got something for you to do, but I'm not going to send you anything, until probably towards the end of next week. Okay. But
I thought she was gonna say like next month, 2 months. She said next week.
No, because we got to get moving on some stuff. I've had this stuff on my things to do list. It's on my goals. It's just moving from, some of it moves from month to month. Some of it moves from year to year. But and you take this in doing the barcode and the ISBN, that takes care of the copyright also?
No, ma'am. But if you're only doing an ebook and it's on your website, an ISBN, and a barcode is definitely not necessary, because a barcode only goes on a paperback. And an ISBN is not necessary unless it's just in your spirit to get one. We don't even do ISBNs for ebooks, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you can. It's just not, it's not gung-ho like, oh, you better do that. It's not that necessary. It's really designated for paperbacks.
Gotcha. But I thought copyright was so nobody could steal your stuff. And I would think people could steal it easier if it's electronic.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, I didn't answer your question. ISBN and barcode have absolutely nothing to do with copyright. You still need to go to libraryofcongress.org to get your book copyrighted.
And you don't do that part of it?
No, ma'am. I'm not licensed to do that. If I did that, I'd just be taking your money and your stuff still wouldn't be copyrighted. So stick with libraryofcongress.org.
How much does that cost?
It's not real expensive.
I I'm asking the expert.
Sorry.
I want to say it was 60 or 65. That's
Okay.
another thing that kind of changes throughout the years, because I know, like, when I first started, it probably was 50. And I believe last year when I copyrighted my last book, it was 65.
Yeah.
And that's
So
a flat.
I was saying
it's a flat rate. It's not based on word count or page numbers.
Okay.
It's a flat rate. It's a document or manuscript that you're uploading, flat rate for however many words or pages.
So the ISBN and the barcode is only if you're going to do a hardback or
physical paper.
Physical.
A physical book. Gotcha. I love this. Where you been all my life?
You ain't been looking for me, honey, because I've been everywhere.
How did you find us?
My manager found you. He lives in Dallas, so maybe that's how.
Who's your manager?
Remo Lee.
Yeah,
he reached out. I
he
want to say
reached.
Miss Tamika.
No, he reached out to her.
Okay.
What's his name?
And then she gave me the information and I ran with it. But she so she don't remember.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this is recorded, Missy. And there are a few people who will get you for being disrespectful to me.
You're right. I do apologize to the Liz fan base, her own beehive. Wow, this was really good information. Thank you so much. Do you have any other questions, Liz?
You have her email address, right?
I do.
Very good. Well, we've got some more people on here with us. So do you want to give your contact information so that they have that, Jordan?
Yes, ma'am. I am a ghostwriter, editor, publisher. I can be reached via phone call or text at 318-406-2249. I can be reached on Facebook as Jordan. That is JHORDYNN. Instagram, Jordan, JHORDYNN _Writes, WRITES. My email is madeforthispublishing@gmail.com, and that's number 4. So MADE, the number 4, THIS publishing@gmail.com.
And I'll also put all that contact information when I upload it. All that will be on there as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And the number one question people always ask me is, how much is it? Well,
I asked you that already. Well, for my book.
No, she's talking to the new people and to those who will watch the
that's
video.
Right. Okay.
And it's based on word count. I'm sorry, I also have a website, which is jordan.com, JHORDYNN.com. And well, the layout is different whether you're on a computer, tablet, phone, but in the menu bar, you can go under the tabs that say ghostwriting and editing, and it'll let you know how much it is per word count. Okay, and most people do not think in word counts. I understand that. Right. Most people think in page numbers. So let's just say 20,000 to 40,000 words. Let's just say that. And let's say we're talking about a 6x9 book. We are generally talking 110 to 230 pages. For 20,000 to 40,000 words, generally 110 to 220 pages. You can use it as a guide, because most people don't think in word count. They think in page numbers.
Okay. So I saw that you also write songs. So if I just had a song to sing about, my heartbreak, and, I just want to put it out there, like, how much does it cost to write a song?
Oh, well, generally I
want to know who gonna sing it.
Sing it.
It's generally 15 to 2,000.
Okay.
Generally. And yes, I am a songwriter. Little known fact about me is I was actually signed to a record label as a songwriter.
Oh, wow.
What happened with that was I had artists, musicians, singers, and things like that. Long story short, that fell through, which made my contract fall through, because the record company would not provide me with artists, because they didn't even hire or sign on songwriters. So they had their own, but they loved me so much they made the exception. But they were like, but we ain't finna give you none of our artists, so you got to bring that. And I did, but it all fell through. But yes, that just lets you know I am credible. All right. I was signed to a record label in New York. I am a songwriter.
Okay. And then also they don't want a real songwriter because you got people putting songs out there like broke boys don't deserve no. I know that's right. I mean, you just put anything up on the song and there they go. And you hear it everywhere you go.
Yes,
Put it
ma'am.
to some music and it's depending on who's singing it, it's a hit.
So.
Exactly.
So they weren't with it with me. They was
right.
like, nah, boo.
And look at Liz over there. She's like, I don't even know what she's talking about.
I was trying not to let you know I didn't know you. I'm like, what?
It's all over your face.
Yeah. Nah, I didn't know what you're talking about. I didn't know what you meant. But that's okay.
So
well, I'm good.
The books, the main thing I think that is important for people, because I'm telling you, I do this for a living. The main thing people need to rehearse in their mind is quality, not quantity. Do not marry a page number. Don't even marry a word count. If I have to go in and, amend the contract I sent you, because maybe we said 20,000 words, but it stopped at 10,000, that's fine. And I'll reimburse you your money. Do not keep writing garbage, trash, just because, I got to see this number of pages, or I have to see this many words. No, you don't. You don't. Get your point across. Let's get quality out there. There are a list of questions I always tell my clients to ask themselves. Did you get your point across? Can the reader follow? Do they know what you wanted? What you try to convey? Is it clear? Right. Things like that. The answer is just all of that. Put the pen down. You're done.
I like that. I like that because you're not just trying to get some money. Right. I do like that.
Right. And also, because I had a lady who, when I gave her book back, I think it maybe was only 2 sentences on the page before the next chapter started. And she wanted to know, well, do we need to add more? Well, something else you need to realize too is depending on the device that people are reading, it could be 2 sentences on a tablet. It can be 35 sentences on the phone, 10 sentences in a paperback. So all of that varies as well. So you can't get hung up on stuff like that. Did you get your point across?
That's true. I'm gonna like this.
And it's a process. There's something else. When people come to me, they don't like the process. Writing a book is very ugly. It's very messy. I tell folks it's ghetto, it's ratchet. It is nothing pretty about writing a book. When we see books on the shelves, we have no idea how many times that author bought a piece of paper and threw it away. We have no idea how many times they walked away from it. We don't know. All we see is the finished product. Just like when we buy a cake, we weren't there when the baker was, beating the eggs and mixed and sifting the flour. We didn't see that. We didn't see that first batch came out extremely sweet. So he threw that away and started over. That's exactly what writing a book is. It's very ugly. So don't get discouraged if you've decided to write your own book, but you've been staring at that same page for 5 days. Okay. I stared at the same page for 13 years, to be honest. And it's my biggest selling book to date. So it's a process and you cannot rush it. Take your time. I was telling one of my author friends today, in my opinion, there's no such thing as writer's block. When it's time, and when it ain't. Period. Don't rush it. Don't rush to start. And don't
see what David said.
Homemade cake be the best. Really?
Yes, David.
I agree.
Did you see David's comment?
Mom, that's what we're laughing at.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm a baker too. And first of all, David is my husband, okay?
Oh.
And I'm a baker.
Why you saying we could act like we didn't know him?
That ain't right. Hey, David. How come, look, says he the husband, tell him turn that camera on.
Turn it on?
Turn that camera on.
Oh, he can't. He's at work.
But you know what? He is right because I made my son a birthday cake. When was his birthday? In December. That cake was so ugly. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good.
Don't believe it.
It was.
I'm saying they lean to the side, all kind of stuff. Be sliding the first layer, slide off the second one, but it be so good. It don't be a crumb left in the house.
That's it. It sure, and it was gone the same day. That's how you know it was good. That's how you know it was good.
Or they were hungry.
No, you know my kids are picky.
For my gender reveal, y'all, this is a true story. My gender reveal, the way I wanted to do the gender reveal was I baked the cake myself because I am a baker, but I had my husband's best friend to frost it, either pink or blue. It was in this silver cake container, so no one could see the color. Well, his friend is not no kind of artist at all. So when he frosted it, y'all, it was hideous. It already wasn't the best the way I put it together because it wasn't important to me. I just want to know what the gender of my child is. So anyway, I had this beautiful cake though, professional. My friend spent like maybe $250 on this cake. It was so pretty, pretty brown baby with a pacifier and a diaper and all that stuff. And so anyway, when it was time to, cut the cake, found out I was having a girl, I cut huge slices of this cake out because I'm like, because nobody's gonna eat this. I just need to hurry up and get rid of this cake. So I would say that was like an 8x9 cake. Probably end up giving away 6 slices. That's how big I cut these slices. And everybody in there lost their mind. Where the rest of that cake Jordan made? Where is it? Where is it? And I was like, well, we have this pretty cake over here. Look at the pacifier, look at the diaper. We don't want that. We want your raggedy cake. So those
was good. They loved it.
Yes. I'm telling you, they be good. They don't look like nothing, but woo-wee.
That's too funny. Too funny. All right.
So
well, I don't have any.
That's what I was about to ask.
I don't have any other questions. I'm excited about this venture. I am going to go look at your website and all that good stuff. But I already know that I'm going to work with you, especially since I know I can have payment plan because I'm gonna need it.
And I know you have a wonderful spirit. I'll just say that, yes. Like it's oozing on the screen. Like
thank you.
Yeah, I love it. I really love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's that Louisiana coming out in it.
Southern from the boot. Yes, ma'am. Bottom of the map.
When are you coming back home? When are you coming back to Louisiana?
March 19th-ish.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I generally come every 2 weeks, generally, because I still own a home out there and stuff like that.
Okay. All right, we're gonna get my stuff published so I can have me 2-3 homes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We're trying to be like you.
Yeah. Tamika, I've been meaning to tell you, did you see that special with Meghan Markle and
I did
Prince?
not.
She got chickens.
Oh, does she?
She got a lot of them.
She's trying to be like me. Yeah, I saw a little something on social media about it, but you know how I feel. Like somebody wanted to have a conversation about it. I was like, I don't have time to be worried about rich people problems. I got my own problems.
But when she, knowing that she's in California, that's what made me think about Meghan Markle. Because, yeah, I want to tell you, she had chickens, but your chicken house looks better than hers.
Because she don't have the boo thing I do.
That's right. No, Harry doesn't know how to build anything.
That's right. You got to get you a Gilbert. All right, Miss Jordan, we going way off topic now. But we normally do, so that's not a thing for us. The people that watch this on the replay, it's not going to be anything new to them. But thank you so much for giving us all this wonderful information. We both will be in touch. I won't be in touch as soon as Liz, because like she said, she already has hers kind of together. I'm still like playing with it. And I was like, I should put something on my website. So you just put, and then you said Wix, and that's what my website is for my printing and writing. So yes, you just put it all together for me. So we appreciate you being here. We will definitely be in touch. This was amazing. Thank you for everyone that's watching it on the replay. Please remember that EC Head Consulting does do classes every month. So please get into one of our classes on echheadconsulting.com. If you are interested in being a loan signing agent or a notary public, please get the training before you go out there so you do a good job. All right. So thank you. Good evening. Jordan, we will be in touch.
Thank y'all so much. I have a blessed day.
All right.
Thank
bye-bye.
you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.